Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Alan Wake Blind.
Point that thing, Al!
Before I leave the cabin to meet with the kidnappers, let me first explore it a little bit. There's a book on the nightstand here, but unfortunately, again, I can't zoom, so I can't really... I don't know what it says, damn it. It annoys me to no end, to be honest, that there's no zoom function, or at least like a button to focus your eyes.
Stop it, Al! Stop it!
On a certain element.
A migraine, Al. You know I'm useless with a migraine.
On a certain element of the screen. Wait. Oh, no, this is not the... For like a split second, because of the rackets, I was thinking I might be in the cabin on the lake, but obviously it had a totally different layout. It just also had those rackets. Another book. And again, I can't really discern what it's about, damn it. Firewood, light switch. More coffee and more batteries as well. Good Father. A book. And something about a farewell. Farewell Sanity? Okay. It's an interesting title. Anything else I can grab? Not really, so I guess it's time to leave.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
It is all pretty crazy. Like, I totally don't blame my editor for acting like Alan Wake is insane, because that's pretty much how it looks. Like, that's what you would assume, obviously.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Okay. So I guess I'm not using that. Obviously.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Obviously, I wasn't expecting the game to suddenly give me an opportunity to drive a vehicle. Like, I would be pretty surprised if that happened in a game like this. More books. Those are the same books that were in my cabin. A Conspiracy of Faith. Okay, that's interesting, but I can't read the other one. Huh, so apparently I do still have a gun. I just didn't have the ammunition or something? I'm a little confused, but okay. Let's check the radio.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, What's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the piece of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Okay, let's continue onwards. Oh, that kind of startled me. Alderwood National Park Visitor Center, so that's where I came from, kind of. I guess I need to walk past it, like next to it, to get to Lover's Peak. Another cabin, although this one seems to be trashed. Okay, apparently Alan Wake is not particularly great at jumping over fences. Oh, I actually can't. Oh, I can. I just need to kick it down. Yeah, yet another copy of the same book with the title I can't really read. Oh, damn it, I can't read that.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
So I wonder if this is linked with the previous episode of Night Springs that I watched in Alan Wake, because it seems that the guy has basically killed himself, as it were, and the previous episode was talking about the multiple worlds theory, how there are an unlimited number of universes with unlimited number of the same people doing different things. So I wonder if that's a if that's connected, if that's a reference to that. I guess I'll have to wait for yet another episode to see where it goes. Lover's Peak, Moonshine Cave, Elderwood Nature Trail. Okay, a broken car. And a phone, but you can't use that. Manuscript page. Rusty dying.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Okay, so am I going to find Rusty dead? To be honest, if I had to choose, I would prefer for Rusty to die than for the dog, at least in game, you know. Obviously not so in real life, that would be kind of fucked up, but as far as video games and fiction go, it's often more difficult to watch animals die than people, which is, I guess, fucked up in its own way. We're so the pop culture has desensitized us to the violence against people to such a degree that if an NPC dies in game, you don't really care. But if if a human NPC dies, but if a cute dog dies, then you're like, oh no, what a tragedy. Rose and Rusty.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else on this elevated area here, so let me go down to the main road again. Fallen Rock Zone, okay.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
Hmm.
Help! Help me!
Okay, this guy is dying out there, and here I am collecting coffee. There's another page.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Okay, is he in here?
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in. The gate to Lover's Peak was locked.
Oh, I guess he's in here. Because that's the visitor center, right? Where I was before.
Ah! Hello?
Back here. I'm back here. Hey, please.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Okay, the dog is okay.
Shh. Good boy.
At least for now. Although I'm kind of not okay with the fact that it's being kept in such a small cage. Like, what's wrong with those people? Does...
Presence. So dark. Like the forest at night. Woke up.
Does the dog just live here in the center? Is it like a mascot for it?
I know it will. It hasn't finished with me yet.
And if it is, do they leave him, in this small cage whenever the visitor center is closed? If so, then that's kind of fucked up. Like, I'm not okay with that.
So big. I thought old Buck-Tooth Charlie had come to life.
Wait, but I guess it wasn't
Is he okay?
a key to any of those doors. I guess it's to the other building.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Park Ranger office, okay. Nothing in here. There's another page.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Okay.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on. Rusty! Rusty!
Okay, he's probably pretty dead. Although I wonder if the darkness will spare the dog.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Oh, and I just stepped right into them because I'm a dumbass.
Hunters need hunting licenses.
Okay, so Rusty is super dead.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please!
Oh no!
The animals.
No! So is the dog.
Fishing
Is only permitted
for those
visitors
who purchase a park
fishing.
license.
Well, now I'm like doubly resolute about stopping the darkness. Because they've killed the cute dog. Come on. It has just survived, a potentially debilitating injury.
Park Ranger's instructions.
At all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never.
Closer than 100 yards.
To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed.
Yeah, at all times.
Never leave your pet.
And unattended.
Okay, that...
Against the law.
To remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park.
Grounds.
that didn't work as far as dodging goes.
This includes even you may
I kind of continuously find my own ineptitude at this game to be hilarious. Like, I mistime all of those dodges all the time, pretty much. He seems to be yet another kind of mini-boss in the vein of Stucky. Because it has taken considerably longer to take care of him. And there are more of them coming. I don't have any other weapons though. Well, you will be avenged, good little dog. Let's go. I know this is America, but I still do kind of question the large piles of ammunition everywhere. Like, come on. This is like a almost military grade stash. Like, it's what, 50 packages of those bullets? Come on. Who'd need that many? Like, if I found that my friend has like 50 packages of ammunition in his house, then I would be kind of freaked out by that, because at this point you have to wonder, why does he need so many? Like, no, it's one thing to pretend that you need a gun for self-defense, but come on, you're not going to get attacked by 100 people trying to kill you.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Al, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Hiking trail. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go this way, so let's check the other path first. Yeah, there's a manuscript page.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Okay, so I guess Rusty was cheating on his wife with Rose. Which, okay, it's a little bit weird of an information to receive after his death, but whatever. For your safety, stay on the designated hiking trail. Do not feed wildlife. Okay. Lover's
was
Peak.
at the far end of the nature trail.
But there is a entering Moonshine Cave. There's a one of those light sensitive arrows around here. Yeah. Moonshine Cave, site of a frequent bootlegger activity through the Prohibition, 1990 to 1933. This cave was the site of a frequent and lucrative bootlegger activity through the Prohibition. It was mostly used for the temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times alcohol was also distilled on the premises. Okay, where is the rest of the text though? Like, it's literally not here in the physical world. Again, the symbol of the flame. Okay, let's go towards Lover's Peak then. More batteries and more enemies. Oh, come on. Okay, better not dilly-dally too much, because I'm pretty sure the enemies actually kind of respawn if you wander around in the dark for too long. Portables and septic, okay, that's not particularly interesting, although there's a reward for something which is more interesting, but I can't really... It's a $500 reward for something, it says so right here, but I can't really read it comfortably. Oh, game, you tease. Visitor center. So I guess this is like a space where you could have a picnic or something. You know, a relaxation spot, as it were. But I was kind of expecting something to... Ah, right, there's a page. Okay. Barry meets Rose.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, I guess I am. So then let me go back, because I'm pretty sure there was another path, and I thought this was the path I was supposed to take to Lover's Peak. Oh, or maybe there is no another path. I guess it goes in kind of a half circle or something. Yeah, I mentioned that the once before, but the visual style of this game, with the fog and the shifting contours of everything, like the shifting outline, it makes it really confusing for me and really difficult to find my way properly. Okay, there's a bunch of supplies here. Okay, I am definitely confused. I could have sworn there was another path this way, and I'm not sure which is quote-unquote the correct path to Lover's Peak. The great old one. I guess this is the correct path? Or they both... Ah, right, okay. They both meet, actually. They both meet right here, so that whole debate was literally pointless. The great old one, felled by lightning. Felled by lightning in 1937. Anything more? Yeah, this exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. Press X to doubt. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. Okay. Hiking trail. Motor vehicles prohibited. No littering. Dogs must be leashed. Unfortunately, the only dog around is dead. Rest in peace at all times, okay. I'm kind of screwing myself over by running so much in the forest, you know, out of the beaten path, but I can't help it, like I'm looking for... Oh, damn it, okay. I'm kind of screwed, actually. I'm all out of ammunition, so I guess I have to stop running into the wild for at least a moment, because if I lose all of my ammunition, I'm pretty sure I can't punch them to death. Hopefully there will be some supplies near the light over here. Okay, no ammunition, however, I wonder if this will only work for a bit, until the generator has run its course, or did I restart it permanently and transformed it into a safe spot? Well, anyway, regardless, this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to end it here. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!